I want to share my happiness with you. I landed my dream job and apartment, and I can finally leave my cheating husband. Husband 39 and I 35 met 10 years ago. He was up until last year the love of my life. He was my rock and I his. We shared the same interests, humor and views. We also were child-free. I own a little sandwich shop that was fairly popular near huge office buildings. I loved my job and I was so content. I made good living. My husband is an engineer. When COVID hit and people started working from home, my business went down pretty quickly and by the fall of 2020 I had to close for good. I still did some catering gigs but not near enough to have a decent source of income. My husband said that I shouldn't be worried because he could support both of us. I went back to college, HR management, a 3 years program. Around the same time as all that happened, my husband confessed to me that he might have changed his mind about being child-free, something that I had noticed before he confessed. I loved my husband very much and I had started noticing him around friends and family members who have small children. He was so adorable, and to be honest, without my very hectic job I also started thinking the same. We had our son November last year, the best thing that ever happened to me, but just 3 weeks after I gave birth my husband came to me and confessed that he cheated on me. It felt like the ground opened from under me. How could that be possible? He was my love and I was his. Wasn't I? He apologized and tried to blame it on the pandemic, on being bored at home, on being scared to be a father, on midlife crisis. He loved me and he didn't want to lose me. I felt so trapped with a small baby that needed me, no job and no place to go. Good job, hubby, you sure knew when to deliver this blow. A week later he asked me what I thought about opening the marriage. Humans aren't meant to stay monogamous, and while he still loved me more than anything in the world he didn't find me enough. I started crying and begged him not to humiliate me. If he just gave me some time, we could divorce and go our separate ways. He said he wasn't interested in divorce. He didn't want to replace me, just add some new excitement into our relationship. 2 weeks later he came home with her and told me that she's moving in with us. At 26 years old that he met at work. He started showing her the apartment and explained how important it was for me to have everything clean and tidy all the time and that she should abide by that. She was smiling the whole time. He took her to the guest bedroom. She's been living with us ever since. I moved to my son's room and put locks on, and I've been living with my baby for almost a year now. Rarely existing in the common areas beside preparing for my catering gigs. The girlfriend moved eventually into my bedroom with my husband. He warned me that this would happen if I refused to move back. Funny how we can adjust so fast and find small pleasures even in the most difficult times. Having my baby and seeing him grow has been my biggest comfort, him and my studies. After a few months my husband gave up trying to talk to me outside of matters concerning our son. He finally realized neither fighting, tantrums nor love bombing worked on me. Most importantly, he stopped trying to get intimate with me. Beside the occasional I love you or I miss you text, sometimes a text while he's literally on the other side of the wall. His girlfriend kept her distance from me and I was thankful for that. She moved out a few times after they would fight. I don't know the details, but I would guess that she wanted exclusivity. Oh, the irony. She always showed up again after a couple of days. I acted like I didn't notice any of it. I have 1 year left of my studies, but after my internship, practicing semester, at a big firm, my boss offered me a paid internship. It's a full-time job starting in January. It would mean work and study full-time, but I know that I will manage. I'm just so happy. This means that I now have the means to find my own place, and I did. A small studio, 32 square meters. I'm moving November 1st. I will have to break the news eventually to my husband that I'm moving out and filing for divorce. I don't want to tell him right now, but once I start packing he will probably understand anyway. I don't know what his reaction would be. Ideally he would be relieved, but somehow I doubt it. Right now he thinks I'm bound to him for at least another year because of my studies, and he's still acting like I'm his wife. I have been so lucky this far, and hopefully my moving out and divorce won't be any different. I haven't been this happy in many months, and I wanted to share it somewhere since nobody in my surrounding knows what I have gone through.